All right, guys, let's get into our Thanksgiving Day NFL player props. Trey, I'm going to start with you.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Is there any better way to spend Thanksgiving than watching TV and throwing some bets and just watching them all hit and you getting more money to spend on Thanksgiving or even Black Friday tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs over 89.5 receiving yards. The Lions allow the fifth most passing yards a game, and the Vikings are the fifth most passing attempts per game. And if you look at his stats, he's hit this number 4 out of the last 5 weeks. So I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs over 89.5 receiving yards. Then I'm going to move over to the next game and go Mac Jones over 220.5 passing yards. I know this isn't a very popular prop, but there's a reason why it's so high at 220.5. The Vikings allow the second most passing yards allowed per game. So I would look for that to be a good stat with that. And Mac Jones found his groove last week, and I'm going to look for him to keep the momentum going with Devontae Parker back and healthy. So I'm going to go over 220.5. And then last one, I'm going to go Tony Pollard. He's been dominating ever since he's been handed the starting role. I'm going to go over the 66.5 rushing yards. He's hit this game ever since he became the starter 4 weeks ago. And it's kind of worrisome that it's so low. Like, do they know something that I don't know? But if everything goes according to plan, he should probably hit this by the end of the third quarter. And if you parlay that all on Prize Picks, and I would go with the power play option, $20 wins you $100. So that is going to be my player prop
pretty nice.
parlay for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, if Tony Pollard plays like the last 4 weeks, he will definitely hit that. The Dallas Cowboys love to put Zeke in at the one for those touchdowns, but Pollard gets all the yards. Teats, let's go with your player props.
Alrighty. Well, I'm sticking with one game. I'm sticking with the Bills and Lions. I feel like there's a lot of money to be made. So first off, I'm looking at Devin Singletary. I'm looking at his rushing yards. I mean, the dude doesn't make sense, but he has been running pretty well recently. He's had a couple hiccups, but the Jets defense has been really good. And the Minnesota Vikings game, they were passing a lot. 60.5, he's hit it, 3 out of the last 5 games. I think that I'm going to go over with that one. I'm going to be parlaying that with Gabriel Davis. Actually, no, let's stay with rushing real quick. Sorry, I don't want you bouncing around. Let's go to Jamal Williams. I don't like the Lions for the fact that they drafted DeAndre Swift and they don't use him. I saw the last week Justin Jackson had like 6 carries for 60 yards, while DeAndre Swift gets like 3 or 4 looks a game. I think that is disgusting. But I know, what's going to happen. Jamal Williams is going to be the workhorse. 54.5. He's hit that every game almost in the last 5. Maybe he didn't against
4 to
Miami.
5. Yeah.
4 out of 5.
Barely didn't hit it on the Dolphins.
That's a
game.
lock. I mean, if there's a lock, I know the Bills' defense is good, but he's going to get his yards. And then for receiving, I'm looking at Gabe Davis over 55.5 receiving yards. I guess it's 54.5, so I even get a point. It's very hit or miss, but I think this is going to be a quick, upfront, pass-happy offensive scheme before they settle for the run when they get up big. I think Gabe Davis, all he needs is 1 or 2 big passes to break off. Oh, and let me add one more. Let's go to receptions. And you guys are going to hate this. Stephon Diggs, under 7 catches.
No, Teats.
Yes.
He just yelled at his coach last week.
I know he did, but let's look at the stats, dude. He's had 1 game in the past 5 where he's had over 7 catches. He's had 4, 12, 5, 6. Okay, I guess I lied. 2 out of the last 5. But Kansas City game was a super pass-happy game. Minnesota was a super pass-happy game. I think the Cleveland game, both – who was it? It was James Cook and Devin Singletary had like 86 rushing yards apiece.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a run game. I think this Stephon Diggs, 7 catches is a lot. I think he's going to get a lot of big-time yardage, but I don't think he's going to get 7 catches.
All right, I disagree with you on that one, Teats, but I respect the pick. Yeah, what they're doing to DeAndre Swift in Detroit is criminal. He's a great running back. I know he's been injured a lot, but yeah, I don't hate the Jamal Williams pick. You got to ride the hot hand on that one. I'm going to give you guys mine. I'm just going to, it's Thanksgiving. Everybody needs to build their own plate, per se, on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to build you guys a 5-leg touchdown parlay, and we're going to get this plate, and we're going to eat it up, and we're going to cash it at the end, okay? So I'm going to start with the turkey. It's going to be Stephon Diggs, touchdown. That's the turkey on the plate. Next pick is going to be Jamal Williams, touchdown. That's your mashed potatoes on the plate. Next pick is going to be Dalton Schultz against the Giants. let's call that the stuffing. Let's call that the stuffing on the plate. Saquon Barkley with those quads, that's the big slice of bread you're going to get on that plate, nice and warm. And to finish it all off, we're going to take the night game, Dalvin Cook, anytime touchdown. That's the gravy you pour all over the top. And we're going to feast, and we're going to cash plus 3,420, $10 wins 342. That is my parlay lock of the week of Thanksgiving Day. It's a lock.
I like it.
I love that.
Thank you very much.
Especially
hey,
that
and
Jamal
those are some
Williams
good
one.
odds for that too.
Oh, I know, 34-20. Those are great odds. But all right, guys, that'll do it for our player props. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to like and subscribe down below. We'll see you next time. Thank you.